Hey, what's up guys? This is T-Bone here. I just wanted to start the video by announcing something interesting I think would be fun. So I would like to see if I can get over 500 likes for this video, and if I do, I'm going to do a little giveaway. So the way it works is, like this video, I'm also going to have a post in Discord, so you have to like a video and then come join me in Discord if you have not yet already. I will be making announcements in there. So the link to my Discord server is in the link below. Go and join. You're going to see a post about it, and then when the video reaches 500 likes, I'm going to do a little giveaway. It's going to be something that will be a surprise, and I hope you enjoy it. Anyways, that's going to be for me. Now on to the regular programming of this video. Hey, what's up guys? This is T-Bone here. Welcome back to another episode of playing Gemstone Legends. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be talking about the Mrs. Claus Fest, and I'm going to be fusing Mrs. Claus as well because I do have the 4 heroes here, and I am going to fuse her so that I can show you what she's like, and we'll talk about whether she is effective or not. And if you take a look at the challenge here, you know, by fusing Mrs. Claus and also sending her, you're going to get some additional bonuses as well. And then we will talk about her skills and also how to equip her, see her in action afterwards. So if you go to the altar and then you go to fusions, you'll see now there is one additional legendary hero which you can fuse, which is Mrs. Claus. So if you go in view, you're going to see you do need to have all 4 of the epic heroes that were part of the Christmas event at 5 stars at level 50. When you go to fusion, you are going to require 20 million, just like fusing Streetbach or Guinevere. So it's a big investment. You have to get all 4 heroes, and you can't get them again for now. Okay, so these are sort of, I don't think you can summon them just yet, but they will in the future, and it is going to cost 20 million. So why am I doing this? One, I really wanted to see Mrs. Claus in action. I can, wanted to share this with you. And 2, it is a lot harder to summon a legendary hero than it is an epic hero. Okay, and so once these 4 heroes are available in the future, I'm more likely to get 1 or more copies of them again, and more so than I will Mrs. Claus. And so the opportunity for me is to be able to get her now, and so that's what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and summon. I am going to sacrifice the 4 epic heroes. So it is something that I'm ready for, and so I do have Mrs. Claus now. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go and level her up. I'm going to show you the equipment, and then we'll show you her how she works in action. All right, so as I'm leveling up Mrs. Claus, I thought it would be good to sort of show how I'm leveling her anyway. So you can see I'm using Premislav as the farmer hero, and I'm bringing Mrs. Claus to level up. So this is how I'm going to get the maximum number of points, experience, so I can level her up quicker. And what I want to do is I also want to show her in action. So you can see here Caleb has Spell, Shield, and Taunt. And from my testing, what I've seen so far is that you can actually get through Spell Shield with Mrs. Claus's spell. And you can see that there is a chance to remove the second one. It didn't happen, but we were able to get rid of Spell Shield. So Spell Shield is not protected against Mrs. Claus's ability, which is nice. And you can see that what she does is she inflicts decreased defense first, and then decrease resistance first, and then decreased defense on top of that. So because it applies to all the enemies, what's nice is you're going to be able to deal more damage to them, to all of them. So the thing to know is that Mrs. Claus is a warlock, and her skills does not deal any damage. Okay, so if we take a look at Mrs. Claus here, her skill itself doesn't actually deal damage. So we're going to do red legendary. So you can see Mrs. Claus here, her ability removes positive status with additional chance to remove 1 more, and then inflicts decreased resistance and decreased defense. Now what I cannot show you is what happens when you have Claus on her team, because if you have Claus on her team, she's going to be able to inflict freeze as well. That is actually going to be really huge. So unfortunately I can't show it to you, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a Rift level, and I'm going to show you what she can do. So the blue Caldera level, the boss has the ability to increase defense, and so we're going to jump into level 20 here, and we're going to bring Mrs. Claus in the fight. Now normally you wouldn't bring a red hero to a blue rift, but what I wanted to show is just her ability and what she could do and how she could be useful here. Again, you're not using her skills to do attacks, but her attacks is going to make it easier for all of your allies to deal even more damage to the opponent. So I think that she's going to be pretty useful in arena situations, and also you can see here just in regular fights. I think that with the increased gemstone match damage that we have now for all of our heroes, whenever you can decrease their defense, it just means more damage gets through, and so you're just going to make it go faster. So I think that any sort of decreased defense skill that you can have is going to be very helpful. All right, so now we're up against the boss, and the boss is going to start by doing an increased defense, and she is going to be attacking Mrs. Claus because she is the red hero. And what we're going to do is hopefully we're going to be able to get her skills activated, which I think we will in the next turn, because we're going to definitely either get we're just going to do a gem match here. So what we're going to do is we're going to see her basically first remove the increased defense and then put decreased defense on it, and you can see how much damage is now applied to the boss here, right? And every turn it's the boss's turn, she's going to give herself increased defense, and then we're just going to continue to apply the negative stats on her again, get rid of the increased defense, put the decreased defense on it, and then our heroes are going to be able to then deal more damage. It's just that we have some blue heroes here, so we're not really attacking them right now, but then Vigo is going to be able to come in and deal some damage, as well as Gildor. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and see. We should be able to take out the boss in this hit, and so there you go. Not necessarily the situation, it's not necessarily the ideal level that you're going to be using Mrs. Claus in, but you can see that having her on the team really is quite helpful because she's also pretty fast, and she'll be able to get rid of any positive status that is the first one that's applied, and with a chance to remove a second one. Again, because I don't have Claus, I couldn't show you her full ability, but from what I've seen so far, I am pretty happy with her. I was a little concerned about losing the 4 epic heroes for her, but I do think that even without Claus, I think that she is doing pretty well. Now let's talk about her build. All right, so there's 2 ways I could have gone. The first one I could have gone is pure speed, and that would have meant going with all swift, all right, with a swift, and then to get as much speed as possible, and then try to boost some accuracy. So right now, instead, what I've done is I've tried to focus on just her accuracy, and then see where I wanted to see her ability in action. So you can see right now her accuracy is 147 with 2 sets of cursed, and then I'll show you in each of those equipments what I have here. So the other things that I'm trying to focus on is her health. I'm trying to increase her health so that she could survive more hits, she could survive longer, and wherever possible, if there is any accuracy that I could add as a sub status, I also put it in there. So here you can see, I added health here for the weapon, and in the helmet I have defense and health, and then for this one I was able to get a little bit of accuracy. I could get some good defense in there, so that's the reasons why I put in here, but mostly it's also just because of what I have. And then for the gloves, again, I'm using a 6-star health glove here with added 18% to accuracy, so that helps a lot. And then you can see there's also some speed sprinkle in here, which is helpful. And then my accuracy armor is at 46% right now, and then when I level it up fully, it'll go up to 65% with a 5-star armor. And again, some health and some defense added to it just to help with the survivability, and then health again for the boots. Okay, now like I said, another thing I could have done is I could have gone with all speed. So if I were to change the equipment, and if I were to filter on just a swift set, then what I will be looking for then is I will be looking to see if I have any that have I'll be doing this is how I would be doing, right? I'll be looking for any swift set that also gives me health. You can see I don't have any, so that's why one of the reasons why I didn't go for it. The next time I have a the free equipment update date, when that happens, then I'll come in and I'll swap them around and then see what we can do. Okay, so the main thing here is, I'll probably want to just use the gloves for the health, because what I'm likely going to do is I'm likely going to put speed on the boots, right? So I'm going to be doing something like this, and then I'll probably, if I want to focus on speed, then I'll put the speed boot on here, so that I could get additional 43 speed on here. So why would I want to use speed for Mrs. Claus? The reason you want to use her is because she's not going to deal damage, but she's going to make your enemies weaker. And so in arena situations, especially, you want to put the decreased defense and the decreased resistance on your opponents. And if you have Claus on your team, then there's a chance that you can also freeze them at the very, very beginning. And so what that does is that gives you abilities to deal more damage to your opponents early, and you can potentially freeze them so that you can gain extra turns. So I think that speed in this case is going to be pretty important. It's just that for me right now, I don't have good equipment to really speed her up. A lot of my other heroes have now taken all of my speed equipment, and so I'm going to wait for the free equipment day to see if I could switch this around. But you can also choose to go with the really high accuracy route so that you could hopefully deal with bosses easier, or maybe you have other heroes that are faster, so you can bring her along and you can charge her up so that speed is lesser of an issue. That's okay too. So accuracy I think is definitely very important, and health is something that you want as well. Mana gain. Let's talk about mana gain before we finish the video. She starts with 23 mana gain, and if you're able to add more skills into her passive ability at level 7 gives her an additional mana gain. So that means if you plan to level her up, then you just need to add 1 caster set to give her 25 mana gain so that she could charge her skills much easier and much quicker, which can be very, very useful. And so, there's a lot of different ways to equip her, I think, but most importantly, I think what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have high enough accuracy so you can always land her hits. And you can see her, her leadership is all about accuracy. If we take a look at her awakening, if you take a look, her awakening again at 5 stars and 6 stars awaken, it's just all about accuracy as well. Okay, and so for her, I think this is something that you want to definitely focus on, and I personally really like her. Having used her a little bit, I actually think that I'm pretty happy with the investment I made into her. I think I will definitely be using her quite a bit in a lot of my fights, and I'm looking forward to the day when I can get Claus so I can combine those two together. And when I do, I'll be able to make another video for that. Anyways, that's going to be it for me for this video. Hopefully this helps you understand Mrs. Claus a little bit better, how she works, and whether or not it's worth, in your opinion, the investment to fusing her as well. So I did fuse her, and I think that I am pretty happy with the decision, and I'm looking forward to using her more. That's going to be it for me for today, guys. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments below. And again, if you have any feedback, any suggestions, please feel free to comment below. I love to hear any feedback, and give me suggestions also on what you'd like to see more. That's going to be it for me for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. And take care. See you next time. Bye now.